everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and today we're going to go over the all-new 2019 Subaru WRX. As always, a big shout out and thank you to Mark Miller Subaru with providing us with the vehicle to go over today, but let's just get right into the video. Looking under the hood of the 2019 WRX, we can see their 2-liter turbocharged flat 4. This motor is good for 268 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. In terms of fuel economy, you're going to be 21 around town, 27 on the highway, and 23 combined. And you can get this, that's the numbers for the manual transmission, by the way. You can get this in a manual transmission, which is what this car is spec'd out to be, or you can get a CVT. And that's going to be one of the biggest differences, or I should say deciding factors, between going for a WRX or an STI. Finishing things up front, we can see Subaru's signature headlights, which you can get LEDs there, and then you have the projector bulbs, turn signals down below, and then that's where the fog lamps would go if it's got that equipment on it. You can see the nice little air intake there. It obviously makes it look a lot more aggressive. And you can see how it comes off to an edge up the front, kind of like front splitter looking. In terms of the rims, we have nice 17-inch rims, and they're kind of like a low gloss gray, which I absolutely love. They look fantastic with the blue that this car has. Two-tone mirrors right there, and then you can see the sides of the body. Out back on the WRX, one of their signature things is you can see the little rear diffuser back there with the quad tip exhaust. And then here is the key fob for the WRX. You can get Subaru's new key fob if you go for the upgraded package, but if you hold that down, that'll pop open the trunk. You can see there's a little backup camera right there. Plenty of storage space, and just like all the other Subarus, you get the cloth floor mats as well as the rubber ones. It says WRX on the cloth ones, then you get a nice rubber floor mat there. Those seats do fold down if you need additional storage as well, but there's plenty of trunk space here to store things. Stepping out back, we can see that even though this is the trim that has cloth, they still give you nice leather padding here with contrast stitching, and you get more of that red contrast stitching with the interior as well. You have these nice pull-out cup holders here, and there's plenty of leg room back here as well for your rear passengers. Popping up front, obviously if you go for the higher up trim packages, you can get the keyless entry function on these. These are the manually adjustable seats right here, so if you're crazy about weight savings, this is a great option to go for, since power seats do weigh a little bit more, and since this is a manual transmission, you can see the 3-pedal layout right there. You have all of your window controls, your door unlock, lock, and then your mirror controls right there. And height isn't bad on this by any means. It's actually really easy to get into. You have your Bluetooth controls right there with your phone controls, your cruise control. And then since this is more of an entry line, to start up the car, all you have to do is push the clutch in. Obviously put the key in the ignition, turn it. You can get this with push button start if you go up for the higher trim packages. You can see the traditional gauge setup there with the tachometer and the speedometer. You have a little digital cluster in the center to show you information. And then also you can get more information right here, like range, all that kind of stuff in that little center stack right there. And then here you can see Subaru's little touchscreen system with the buttons on the outside that, like I said, I absolutely love these buttons because I just like having buttons on everything integrated into the touchscreen. But again, the touchscreen is very, very quick to respond. You have all your climate controls right here with the different modes. And then your gear selector, it is a pull-up to go into reverse, so to go up into reverse, you just pull this up, you pull it over into the reverse side, and then obviously the backup camera will pop up. You get those little trajectory lines with it as well. And then you get a traditional handbrake right there. You have your center console set up right here for extra storage space. And then you have this nice carbon fiber looking trim on the interior. It's a nice accent, makes it look sportier. And then you have the glove box as well, which is locked right now. It has plenty of storage space in there. Nice seats. They have nice bolsters on them to make them a little bit more aggressive. You can get a sunroof optioned out on these as well. But overall, the main part of this is actually the driving experience. So let's just get right into that. here in the 2019 WRX. This is definitely the transmission option of choice for me personally. However, the reason that a lot of people will go for the WRX is the fact that Subaru does offer an automatic transmission with this car, because, you know, nowadays not a lot of people know how to drive manual anymore, and especially if you have to, you know, if this is your only vehicle and you've got to commute with it all the time, it can be kind of cumbersome having to drive a manual transmission everywhere, because it's nice sometimes being able to just kind of put the car in drive and go, right? And so that's definitely one of the big selling points of the WRX over the STI, is the fact that you can get an automatic transmission with the car. Now, in terms of ride quality, obviously the WRX and the STI are going to ride a little bit rougher than the rest of Subaru's product lineup, and that's because they tighten up the suspension so that the cars can corner harder at the end of the day. And so you do give up on, you know, ride comfort a little bit, but you get handling and high speed corner stability out of that little bit rougher ride, and it's not bad by any means at all. It's not like jarring you around or anything like that. It's just that it's not as much of like floating down the road as you are in, you know, the Legacy or the Impreza, for example. That goes with, you know, one of the biggest selling points of these cars. Obviously, these cars actually get pretty good fuel economy for being all-wheel drive and, you know, a sportier type car as well. But the nice thing about the WRX is it is a sportier car and it is fun to drive. And so if you're looking for something that, you know, is a little bit more fun to drive on a daily basis, then this is a great car to do, because you get that nice symmetrical all-wheel drive system that makes it so that it's safe to drive in, you know, inclement weather conditions. But then you can also have fun while you're doing it too, because it is a sports car and you can get a manual transmission with it and, you know, roll the gears yourself and, you know, maybe go around corners a little bit faster and have a little bit more fun with the car as well. Now we're about to go on the interstate for a little bit of an acceleration with the car. Not gonna go crazy or anything like that, but something that I love those turbo noises that the Subarus make, because you can, once you get on the throttle a little bit, you can kind of hear the turbo go, and then it's got a little bit of a blow off noise. That's another thing that's great about this car, is it has nice sounds to it. And so obviously it's more fun to drive because it's quicker and, you know, it's more responsive overall, but then you also get nice little sounds out of the car as well that make it more fun. In terms of the power delivery, obviously since this is a turbocharged car, it does have some turbo lag, but that actually adds to the excitement of the car, because it's kind of like you go on the throttle and, you know, it's not like there's nothing, but there's some power, and then it kind of hits you and the car just, you know, goes a lot quicker, obviously, because it finally hits into boost and you finally get all that power. And so it makes the car more exciting to drive because of that. It makes it more of an occasion, and so that's definitely something that I like about this car. I know that some people will complain about boost. I don't think boost is a bad thing. I don't think that turbo lag is a bad thing, because it adds to the drama of a car, and that's what makes cars exciting, is not when they're perfectly linear and super smooth, and you know what I mean? When you have that just punch, it makes it that much more enjoyable. And another thing that's great about this car is it actually feels very, very stable. Just with the all-wheel drive system, the suspension, everything, I have a lot of confidence with the car, so I feel like I can push it around corners harder, and I feel like I can have more fun when I'm driving it overall. It's just because of how safe I feel with the car. And, you know, I know that I said that, you know, cars are more fun, there's a little bit of drama, to an extent, obviously, because if there's just an extreme amount of drama where you're scared to drive the car, then obviously that's no fun, but just enough is fun. But I think that the Subaru with the WRX and the STI, I think they've kind of met that happy medium where they put just enough drama to make the car fun, but not too much where it scares you, where you don't want to drive it anymore. You know, overall impression on the WRX and kind of where this falls is, if you're looking for something, obviously that's just like all the other Subarus, great in all weather conditions, it's a fantastic option to go for. But you know, in terms of the lineup where this stands, if you want something that, you know, makes your morning commute or whatever you do a little bit more exciting, a little bit more thrilling, then I would definitely check into the WRX, because obviously with a little bit more power compared to the other cars and that excitement with the turbo and all that, it definitely makes this car a lot more enjoyable to drive. And the fact that you can get it in an automatic as well as a manual, so whatever you prefer, you can kind of go for with this option. And it is very drivable on a daily basis. The ride quality isn't crazy and harsh. It's actually very smooth to drive, and so it's a car that you could live with every single day, and there's a lot of people that do that, and that's why these WRXs are so popular. And there we have it, everyone, the all-new 2019 Subaru WRX. Thank you so much for watching. If you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe, leave a like if you liked the video, comment down below what you thought, and then big shout out and thank you to Mark Miller Subaru with providing us with the vehicle to do today. But I will see all of you in that next video.